Feeling a pressure to conform to expectations is a universal experience. Pixar's Turning Red is a commentary on navigating adolescence, growing into who you are, and learning to accept your emotions. The film follows 13-year-old Chinese-Canadian Mei Lin. She has an incredibly controlling and overprotective mother, Ming, who places very high expectations on her in terms of her academics and behavior. Because of this, Mei Lin has developed a constant need for her approval. In many ways, Mei Lin lives a double life, subservient and proper in front of her parents, expressive and excitable in front of her friends. She hides many of her interests from her mother, knowing she'd disapprove. Mei Lin never feels good enough, no matter how many perfect test scores she achieves. Mei Lin finds out that she's inherited a capability that's been passed down by her ancestors. Every time she experiences any strong emotion, whether good or bad, she turns into a giant red panda. Mei Lin is initially horrified by this revelation, but her mother tells her that if they successfully perform a ritual during the next red moon, the red panda spirit can be sealed in a talisman. However, the next lunar eclipse is 1 month away, and Mei Lin has other matters to attend to as well. Mei Lin's always been controlled by the wishes of her mother. Perfection is demanded of her. Mei Lin's mother's definition of perfection means complete obedience and an undivided focus on academics. Ming judges Mei Lin's friends for their behavior and their innocent love for certain music. Mei Lin, who shares those interests, feels the need to present a different version of herself at home. But there's only so long that people can pretend to be who they're not and deprive themselves of what brings them personal joy. Mei Lin eventually turns fed up of obeying her mother's every request. She starts lying about her whereabouts and scheming to make it to the concert her mother deeply disapproves of. I think every child of strict parents needs to have a phase where they learn to think and act for themselves and rebel a little. Your household may become contentious. Your parents may get upset, disappointed, and frustrated by you, but this is part of growing up. If you have parents who don't listen to what you have to say and try to control your thoughts, behaviors, and future, it can be difficult to enter young adulthood knowing how to stand up for yourself and have confidence. I think parents need to keep in mind how they communicate with their children. They need to really listen to what they have to say, not just immediately dismiss it. They may give advice and perhaps fully believe they're right, but a child's life is still their own. Everyone needs the space to learn and grow by themselves, or else they'll develop a hindered sense of self-confidence and may ultimately grow emotionally detached from their family. A parent's relationship with their child should include guidance, but more than anything, support. Don't condition your children to seek your approval. It'll only make them feel like their own thoughts and feelings don't matter and that their entire existence has no value. Mei Lin and Ming's relationship is very strained by this, and a lot of the pain dealt in this movie could have been avoided if only she gave Mei Lin room to be herself and didn't impose her own perspective on her so heavily. As I said, I think a rebellious phase can be extremely beneficial to an adolescent. It means they're coming into their own and understanding themselves more. It may not be an easy period, but it's necessary. Mei Lin is a very intelligent and very relatable character. She takes advantage of having the red panda spirit to earn money for her concert tickets, but she also uses it to explore her true self. Finally, she's able to experience the relief of self-expression. It's difficult to hold in your emotions and act like nothing is wrong. It's unhealthy, unproductive, and overall disingenuous to yourself. When Mei Lin gives herself the opportunity to feel fully, she becomes happier and connects with people better. We need to release our emotions in order to understand our thoughts. And there should be no shame whatsoever over expressing them, whether they're happy, sad, angry, frustrated, jealous. At the end of the day, the gift we are given is our heart. As humans, we get to experience a range of emotions, all different kinds and all different intensities. And what's more beautiful than having a limitless emotional capacity? Our emotionality unites us because it exposes a level of vulnerability we all have, no matter how secret we may try to keep it. Mei Lin decides to keep the red panda spirit in her, which symbolizes her acceptance of herself and her emotions. She allows herself to live unashamed of how she feels. When you let out your feelings and process them, it diffuses the control they have over you, and by keeping the red panda spirit, she gains control over her own life. There's a line between embracing our emotions and letting them rule us. Like Mei Lin, we can learn to control our emotions with perspective of why we're feeling them, while acknowledging that it's all right that they exist. We need to reframe how we view emotional expression. We shouldn't ever villainize it. Don't judge others for expressing themselves, and don't judge yourself. Use your feelings to guide you, and don't let your authentic self be dimmed by anyone, whether it's your peers, your parents, or the expectations you place on yourself.